I'm ready.
For, for setting the pressure support and a cycle of SIMV and mandatory periods in SIMV mode, you need to follow the procedures as demonstrated in this video. To set the SIMV mode, press the SIMV plus pressure support key. Simultaneously, the key on PWP will display and it will indicate you that you need to set the positive and expiratory pressure, that is PWP. So as explained earlier, you rotate this knob, PWP knob, and set the positive and expiratory pressure. Once you set it, acknowledge it by pressing the PWP key. Again, this inspiration time will start flashing. So we have kept it at 0.4. We don't need to change it. So I press enter. Now the rate. SIMV being a weaning mode, we will try and interfere less. We'll try and less interfere with the will ensure that the patient takes more breath on his or on her own, and the machine will just support him with required breaths as said by the clinician. So I'll go and set this breath rate at say 28. Once I set the breath rate, I'll acknowledge it by pressing the enter key. Now you will notice that the LCD is indicating you to set the pressure support level and it's flashing. Remember, the pressure support can be set from 2 centimeters of water column to maximum 16 centimeters of water column. And importantly, it will also depend on the peak inspiratory pressure setting. If the peak inspiratory pressure is 20, for example, and you are trying to set a pressure support of 15, it will not be set because we have added a software in this which ensures that the pressure support level will be always not more than 50% of the PIP. Because if it is above the PIP, it will defy the purpose of having a pressure support system in a SIMV. So now I set the pressure support to say 8 centimeters of water column. I acknowledge it by pressing the key. Pressure flow termination, check trigger, and now it comes to the spontaneous period. So one cycle in an SIMV mode, the cycle is divided into 2 periods. One is the mandatory period in which whatever breaths the clinician has set will be delivered by the machine. In this case, the clinician has set a mandatory rate of 28 breaths per minute. So the machine will ensure that 28 breaths per minute will be delivered to the patient irrespective of whatever happens. And the remaining period, if the patient triggers the machine, the patient will get a breath of pressure support which we have set at 8 centimeters of water column. And now this is a windowing period. One respiratory cycle is divided into two periods, as I've explained to you. So I set a window cycle of, say, for example, 60%. So one cycle, inspiratory to expiratory cycle, consists of 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So these 60 seconds are divided into two windows. One window is a mandatory window and second window is a spontaneous window. In mandatory window, as I've explained, whatever the mandatory breaths that are set by the clinician will be delivered. That is 60% of we say this breath rate is say 30, for example. So two seconds is one respiratory cycle. So in this of 2 seconds, 60% will be spontaneous period. That means 1.2 seconds will be allowed to the patient to breathe on his or on her own. And if the patient triggers during that machine, the patient will get a pressure support breath. If the patient doesn't trigger during that period, the machine will watch for the patient's effort till the end of the period. And at the end of the period, it will deliver a mandatory breath, ensuring that the set rate of 28 or 30, whatever, is delivered. Let's see now how it works. If consecutively for 2 cycles, if the patient doesn't breathe, the machine will give you an alarm of patient in apnea. Now, artificially, I will try and trigger a breath. Now you see, this is pressure support breath. This is the mandatory breath. Pressure support, mandatory breath. Pressure support breath, mandatory breath. So this will ensure that the mean airway pressure of the patient is reduced. because if all the breaths are supported by the machine and it's taken to the peak inspiratory pressure, it will be as good as an assist control mode. So to ensure in an SIMB mode, being a weaning mode, we try to have less hindrance of the machine in the patient, and we will allow the patient to breathe spontaneously as much as possible. So that's why this is the system that we have developed in the PC 903.